Finally, the curse is over after 8 games without a win. Liverpool finally smashed and destroyed Real Madrid, and this feels so sweet because we suffered in agony so many times against Real Madrid. We haven't beaten them in 15 years and also in 8 games, and we lost 2 Champions League finals against Real Madrid. We lost another 2 knockout ties against Real Madrid. So many very painful defeats, but finally in this game Liverpool got exactly what they deserved, a resounding 2-0 victory, and it should have and could have been more. Salah missed the penalty. My man of the match was Conor Bradley, and also Kelleher again saved the penalty just like against Southampton, but unluckily against Southampton they scored the rebound, but this time Kelleher saved Mbappe's penalty. What a huge moment that was in the game. And Arne went with a very strong lineup. Let me know your thoughts down below, and how are you seeing Liverpool's season unfolding, because honestly nobody expected this. That we have been absolutely brilliant, almost perfect under Arne Slot. This new Arne Slot era is off to an absolute flyer. 5 wins from 5 Champions League games, and we played Leverkusen, the Bundesliga champions. We played Real Madrid, the Champions League holders and the La Liga winners, and we have beaten them both without conceding. Liverpool in fact only conceded 1 goal in the Champions League this season, and we are the only team with a perfect 5.45 win record, 100% win ratio, and we are 8 points clear at the top of the Premier League table as well. And Arne Slot went with a very strong lineup. Curtis Jones started instead of Szoboszlai in the attacking midfield position, and he was absolutely stupendous. The way he slowed the game down and then sped the game up. Curtis Jones was sensational, and Liverpool's whole team was sensational. Conor Bradley had to start because Alisson and Trent were both still injured, but they could be back in contention for the Man City game. The only downside of the game is that it looks like Konate injured his knee, and he looked like in a lot of pain. Hopefully it's just bruising and not a ligament injury, because if it's a knee ligament injury he could be out for a month or even more. Hopefully it's not that serious. Conor Bradley also was feeling his hamstring. Maybe if Trent is fit enough he should start. Trent should start against Man City, and maybe Joe Gomez will start next to Van Dijk, but Joe Gomez has been pretty great as well this season, so I don't have a lot of worry about that. But Konate has been such a fantastic defender this season. He has been as good as Virgil van Dijk. That's the biggest compliment that I can give to Konate. McAllister came back into the lineup and he scored an absolutely brilliant goal. But how did Liverpool not lead at half time? I will never know. I mean, I know it's Courtois and it's the black magic of Real Madrid. They have this voodoo around them that no matter what happens they almost always get lucky, and it was evident in the 3rd minute. We started the game really sharply, going for the throat of Real Madrid, and that's how I wanted Liverpool to start the game. And Salah releases Darwin Núñez after 1-2. Darwin Núñez shoots low and hard towards the far corner. Courtois makes a brilliant save, but then the ball bubbles into Asensio's leg. Asensio is a 19-year-old rookie centre-back, and he had a pretty decent game. So it looked like the ball was going into his own net. It could have been an own goal, but on the line he somehow clears it. An absolutely miraculous goal line clearance, and goal line technology showed that the whole of the ball wasn't over the line, and Liverpool were battering Real Madrid in the first half. We just couldn't score past Courtois. We created so many really good chances, and I want to check the first half stats, because Liverpool had 6 shots, 3 on target. Real Madrid had 5 shots, but a lot of those shots were from very far out. And in the second half Liverpool absolutely played Real Madrid off the park. 11 shots to 4, and in total Liverpool created 2.5 expected goals. We had 7 shots on target, 6 big chances created, 6 big chances created. Yes, this Real Madrid team had injuries, but Liverpool had 4 players who would have started out injured. We had Alisson, Tsimikas, Jota, and the fourth one I can't remember, but yeah, Liverpool had a lot of injuries as well. So we can't really use that excuse for Real Madrid that they had a lot of injuries. Camavinga got picked up an injury for Real Madrid as well, so the injury crisis deepens for them. And now Real Madrid are in danger of not qualifying for the knockout stages, but I still think that they will make it because their only tough game is against Atalanta, and Liverpool are in absolute cruise control. But let's talk about the McAllister goal, because that was such a beautiful, delicious passing move. It starts on the left channel, Curtis Jones passing it with Luis Diaz, and they were interchanging brilliantly. McAllister plays a 1-2 with Conor Bradley on the edge of the box, and McAllister takes a touch, and through a crowd of bodies, a crowd of legs, he shoots towards the far corner, and Courtois this time thankfully couldn't save it. He's human after all, Courtois, because in the first half it looked like he was unbeatable. He saved absolutely everything. But thankfully McAllister got a well-deserved goal. Then Robertson gives away an absolutely stupid foul. That was so annoying. And if Mbappe scored, that the momentum would have changed. The momentum would have shifted. And maybe it could have been a 1-1 draw, or even Real Madrid maybe could have threatened Liverpool. But yeah, Robertson, after Vasquez came on for the right back position, and he does a fake shot, which you could see that he will do that from a mile away. And Robertson just sticks his leg out just a little bit. And Vasquez, of course, any sort of contact, he falls over. The referee gives a penalty. The referee was whistling for Real Madrid most of the game. But the hero of the night, Kelleher, saves Mbappe's penalty. And it wasn't a bad penalty. It was actually a pretty decent penalty going into the corner. It wasn't enough power, it wasn't perfectly in the corner, but still Kelleher had to make a brilliant save. And then we go down the other end. Luis Diaz skips past 2 Real Madrid defenders, then releases Mo Salah. Diaz had a brilliant game as well. And Salah just races clear on the right wing, and he puts Mendy's legs in a knot, in a tangle, because he goes inside and then he cuts to the outside, and Mendy takes him out. It's a stonewall penalty, and you could see on Salah's face that all those years of pent-up frustration and anger against Real Madrid, it was boiling over. And you could see that he was nervous, he was anxious. Normally Salah is very cool, very calm. And because Salah failed to score against Courtois all his career, he decided to smash the ball, because he thought, if I place it, Courtois might save it. So he smashed the ball as hard as he can. He sliced it, and it goes off the outside of the post wide. It didn't look good. Salah doesn't miss penalties that often. He scored, I think, his last 11 penalties. But it's better to get his penalty miss out of the way before we play Man City. And Liverpool won 2-0 anyway, because after a brilliant 1-2 between Robertson and maybe McAllister, Robertson whips in a brilliant cross, and Gakpo, why was Modric marking him? Gakpo jumps highest and heads it down low into the bottom corner. Courtois couldn't get a hand to that, and I was celebrating so much that second goal. Of course I was celebrating the first, but that second goal felt significant because it was such a relief. A whole generation of Liverpool fans grew up just watching Liverpool lose game after game after game against Real Madrid. I can't stress this enough. This was the kryptonite for Liverpool, Real Madrid. We lost 2 Champions League finals against them. We lost Champions League quarter-final, last 16 ties against Real Madrid. We lost the Champions League group stage games against Real Madrid. The last time we beat Real Madrid was when Steven Gerrard and Fernando Torres was in their prime in 2009, where we beat them 1-0 away and we smashed them 4-0 at home. That was a knockout 2-legged tie as well, but this time, Liverpool beat Real Madrid fair and square, very well deserved. And Liverpool scored 12 goals in their 5 games in the Champions League and conceded only 1. And that is really, really epic. And what is also even more impressive is that Liverpool have won 5 from 5, which means that we are already 5 points ahead of 9th place, who are Aston Villa at the moment, which means that we essentially need just 4 points from the last 3 games to qualify to the top 8 and to qualify to the last 16, because we don't want to face the playoffs, and there are a lot of big teams. I mean, Real Madrid are in 24th place, Paris Saint-Germain are in 25th place. So if Real Madrid are not careful, they could actually get knocked out of the Champions League, which I would love nothing more than to see that. But yeah, for Liverpool, it was just a very, very convincing, very comprehensive victory. My biggest worry is the injuries to Conor Bradley and Konate, of course. But Liverpool arrived to the Liverpool-Man City game in full form, in full confidence. Darwin Núñez had a great game as well. He was looking very, very sharp. He was very unlucky not to score. If it wasn't for Courtois, Darwin Núñez could have scored. And Mo Salah should have taken his penalty, but I think he will be very, very motivated against Man City. And Liverpool come into the Man City game in very good shape. I'm just hoping that Konate's injury is not serious. That's why some people said that maybe Arne Slot should have rotated a little bit against Real Madrid, but you can't underestimate how much momentum means in football. Because if Arne Slot rotates a lot and we lose to Real Madrid, then suddenly the momentum is not there against Man City. So we really needed this victory. And I hope Trent Alexander-Arnold was watching this game closely. Don't go to Real Madrid. This Real Madrid team is not that Real Madrid that will win like 4 or 5 Champions Leagues in the next 6 years. They are not that kind of team anymore, because they have a lot of problems, mainly injury problems, but also a lot of cohesion is lacking from their team. They are, top heavy, classic Real Madrid transfer policy. They are trying to sign all the best attackers in the world and ignoring the midfield, ignoring the defense. They don't have a proper right back at the moment. Valverde had to play right back, and Lucas Vazquez, who is not really a great right back because Carvajal had a long injury. So I think if I was Trent, I would stay at Liverpool. But let's wait and see what happens on the weekend against Manchester City. I'm really looking forward to that game. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Yes, we have beaten Real Madrid. See you later, guys. Goodbye.